Home and Away has released the first information on this year's season finale, which is expected to air in late November. It looks like we're in for a shocking end to the year, as a train crash leaves our favorites fighting for their lives. 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 Wednesday 22 October saw Channel 7's annual Upfronts event, where the network showcases its new and returning programming to advertisers and investors. Advertisers and investors. Advertisers and investors. Advertisers and investors. As part of the presentation, attendees saw a promo for the Home and Away 2025 season finale, which revealed the dramatic storyline taking place in the show's final episodes of the year. 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 According to TV Tonight, Emily Ware, Mackenzie Booth, teased that the episodes would feature a never-before-attempted stunt which would keep fans hooked to their screens. 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 The promo then showed a number of Summer Bay favorites on a train carriage, which went on to crash inside a tunnel. The crash left our favorites trapped inside the tunnel, with their lives on the line. 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 Outside, Sergeant David Langham, Jeremy Lindsay Taylor, and other members of the emergency services jumped into action and risked their own lives as they attempted to rescue them. Why so many of our Home and Away favorites are on a train together, or what causes it to crash, remains to be seen. What causes it to crash, remains to be seen. What causes it to crash, remains to be seen. What causes it to crash, remains to be seen. The promo hasn't yet been released to the public, but TV Tonight claims that 7 is expected to release the video soon. A train crash featuring in this year's finale has been rumored for a number of months, after a large amount of the cast headed to Cowra for filming. Large amount of the cast headed to Cowra for filming. Large amount of the cast headed to Cowra for filming. Large amount of the cast headed to Cowra for filming. Back in July, a number of the Home and Away cast headed to Cowra, a 4-hour drive from central Sydney, in the Central West region of New South Wales. 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 While there, they filmed a number of scenes at the Lachlan Valley Railway Heritage Centre, prompting fans to wonder whether a train-related incident may feature in upcoming episodes. Feature in upcoming episodes. Feature in upcoming episodes. Feature in upcoming episodes. Based on the fact that the show films a few months in advance, the date of the filming led fans to speculate that the scenes would feature in this year's finale. 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 A large number of cast were at the shoot, with residents of Cowra claiming to have seen Tristan Gorey, Levi, Nicholas Cartwright, Cash, and Ethan Brown, Tane. And Ethan Brown, Tane. And Ethan Brown, Tane. And Ethan Brown, Tane. A since-deleted post on the Supporters of Lachlan Valley Railway Facebook group featured a photo from inside a train carriage which appeared to include James Stewart, Justin, Ryan Bowen, Sonny, Ally Harris, Dana, and Madison Brown, Joe. 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 Also believed to be at the shoot were Adam Rowland, Remy, Sophia Pennington, Lacey, and Madison Brown, Joe, as well as new cast members Latch Miller and Stephen Madsen. 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 Stephen Madsen's character Eddie arrived in this week's Australian episodes as the first musician to sign up to Remy's new Back on Track record label. On Track record label. On Track record label. On Track record label. A promo then revealed that he's the ex-boyfriend of Jo Langham, and his arrival is set to cause drama for brand new couple Joe and Tane. Read more. Read more. Read more. Read more. In mid-September, Madison Brown posted on Instagram from the railway workshops behind 7 Studios in Everleigh, in Sydney's inner south. In Sydney's inner south. In Sydney's inner south. In Sydney's inner south. With filming focused around various train yards, it was all but certain that a train-related event would feature in this year's Home and Away season finale, a fact that has now been confirmed by 7's Upfronts event. 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 After a year which has already seen Theo die, could the incident take the lives of yet more Summer Bay favorites? A photo in the Home and Away Spoilers info group on Facebook shows Sonny and John talking outside the surf club, with Sonny in a wheelchair. Could Sonny's injuries be as a result of the crash? 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 Every year, Home and Away takes a roughly 6-week break from both UK and Australian screens, with the final episode of the year typically airing in late November, before the show returns in early January. 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 Last year's final episode aired on Wednesday 20th of November 2024, and saw Eden's Stephanie Panazzo, new boyfriend Tim Russell, George Puller, Left for Dead. 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 When a dazed and confused Cash, Nicholas Cartwright, came to, With blood on his hands and Tim unconscious next to him, we were left wondering whether Cash was to blame for Tim's injuries. 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 UK viewers are approximately 6 weeks behind Australian episodes, and in recent years, the show has filmed a separate finale to air before Channel 5 takes its own break over the festive period. 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 This year, The Wedding of Cash and Eden forms the basis for the UK's final week, with the final episode of the year airing on Friday 21st November. Friday 21st November. Friday 21st November. Friday 21st November. The final UK scene of the year, which aired in Australia in early October, sees Theo, Matt Evans, mown down by Councillor Wendell's, Justin Smith, car. UK viewers will have to wait until January to learn Theo's fate. Wait until January to learn Theo's fate. Wait until January to learn Theo's fate. Wait until January to learn Theo's fate.